said you'll catch me.
Hey guys, Jazz back with another video. This video we're gonna go over our fantasy team that we drafted. We drafted them on live stream like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. We actually did win our first week. Every week from now, I'm gonna like review the last game and basically show what I'm gonna put, who I'm starting, who I'm not starting. If you guys have any fantasy questions, you can leave them down below. If you guys disagree, maybe you think I should be starting someone else, whatever, you just leave them down below. We'll have a discussion about it. Like I said, fantasy football is, it fluctuates. So right there, we won our first game 115-71. So I had a bad week. 115 for my team. It's really not that good. But I played against somebody who had a really terrible week. So as you guys can see right here, we have Roethlisberger. He had 10 points. To me, that's an off week. We had that's his. He had Tom Brady, who had an off week with 10 points. Ben Roethlisberger had 16 points. That's a so-so week. He could hit the 20s, but 16, I'll take 16 every week, honestly. Le'Veon Bell really had a bad week. He only had 7 points. Zeke had a pretty good week, decent week for him. That's like about average. Terrell Pryor, to me, that he had a little bit below average game. Kelvin Benjamin had a terrible game. Adam Thielen had a really good game, but I think on average, he's going to be Bradford's go-to guy, so Thielen, towards the end of last year, was really having some really monster games, and he's continued it through this year so far. There's only been one game. Charles Clay, we picked up 15 points. He gave us a good game. Amir Abdullah, not so much. Bills defense did good. Our kicker did absolutely nothing. We started Amir Abdullah because we actually drafted 3 players who played on that canceled week 1 game, so that kind of hurt our team a little bit because we had 3 players basically who were sitting out that week. So yeah, let's just go back to this week. We are projected to get like 130 something points this week. We have right here Roethlisberger, who is projected to get 17 points. We got Le'Veon Bell with 19 point projection. Zeke with 16 because he is playing a pretty good defense. Terrell Pryor 15. Landry, he might not play, so this is a guy I might have to sit. Right now he's projected to get 14, but he's questionable for the game, so he might not play. Got Thielen, obviously. Charles Clay's projected to get 10. We have Kelvin Benjamin, who's projected to get 13. So we got a couple of players who are kind of I might start. Deshaun Jackson is probably the one I'm thinking about. Even though Terrell Williams is projected to get 13, I think Deshaun Jackson is the better play, maybe to replace Jarvis Landry if I have to. I might replace Brate with Charles Clay, but I won't start Brate in Jackson. So if I go start Brate, I'll probably start Terrell Williams because they are playing for the same team, and I just don't like them. They also got a couple other good weapons on that team. So my thing is, some of these players are for later. Like J.J. Nelson had a really good week 1. He had 15 points. And as you can see, he's going to, I think, progressively get more and more. Now they don't have David Johnson, I think they'll be more of a throwing team. So this J.J. Nelson might be a big play in the coming weeks because now they don't have a good running game. They might air it out more. J.J. Nelson might get a lot more receptions. So that's one that I'm looking out to. Amir Abdullah, I think he'll establish himself as the dominant back by like week 3 or 4. But he's a few weeks away from me being able to use him as a starter, in my opinion. Jamal Charles as well. I believe he will, in a few weeks, take control of that starting job and get like 15 to 20 carries. When that does happen, he'll be a very viable starting running back. That's why I picked him up late. CJ Prosise, again, that backfield has like 4 running backs. No one knows who's going to be the guy each week, so each week they might rotate him. So you guys let me know who I should start. Maybe I should look out for some good free agent people, players out there. Again, leave them down in the comments. I'll look at them because that's basically what wins the fantasy leagues. Is your free agency pickup. So as your players are going to get hurt. As you see, Landry's already hurt. I have another league where I have David Johnson. He was my number 1 overall pick, and he's already hurt. So like basically, but I'm still, you still got to hold out hope. You got to pick up the right players and do what you got to do. But in this league right here, I have 2 years ago I won the league. Last year I played in the championship and lost. So I basically cashed out both years. So because I think first place gets like 80% of the money, and then second place gets 20% of the money. So I've cashed out, basically made money on this the last 2 years. Hopefully the trend continues and I make it to the championship game again, which I pretty much should do because I picked up Zeke Elliott in the second. I got two of the top 3 running backs. I got Zeke late in the second round, the second to last pick in the second round, because I knew he was going to play all year because I knew he was going to appeal that suspension. And the court system, it takes like a year to play out. Just similar to Tom Brady, like I was saying in the live stream, it's similar to Tom Brady where he got suspended. He went to the courts, and so the courts see the case. He can't get suspended, so it takes about a year. So he won't get suspended until next year. So basically, that's why I picked up Zeke. So if Zeke avoids that suspension, I got Le'Veon Bell, got Ben Roethlisberger, just that backfield trio right there should be able to get me to the playoffs at least. And then it's just about people staying healthy and whatnot. Again, Le'Veon Bell could get hurt next week. Zeke Elliott 2 weeks from there, like anything can happen. But I like the team. Terrell Pryor, I think as the season progresses, he's going to start putting up some monster numbers. And then I just got to find one more clutch wide receiver because this is the 3 wide receiver. I just got to find one more wide receiver that I feel that confident in. Like Landry, I don't feel that confident in to be like a dominant fantasy wide receiver. Thielen, a little bit more because he's the go-to guy. I think as Cam gets healthier and healthier, I think Benjamin will put up better and better numbers. I like Deshaun Jackson. And again, if somebody else gets hurt, it elevates certain players. Like if you have one of the other wide receivers get hurt from the team, obviously that increases the value of that specific wide receiver. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any, suggestions for me in terms of lineup, or you guys want me to help you out with some of your lineups if you are doing them, just make sure to leave the comments down below. That's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Till next time, guys.